Hey, welcome to this episode of The Current. I am Health Coach Clint. Dr. Sandra is going to join us soon. So I'm really, really excited about that. But what I wanted to do today is kind of talk about a conversation we had last night. I had to go into prayer, but Sandra and I were praying, and she said that she sensed some kind of like trust issues, maybe in myself or maybe in God. And so I was praying with that. And so it questioned me. It really questioned me. Do I trust him? Do I trust myself? And it's not the kind of trust I don't trust in God. But the question I think I should ask myself is this, do I think that it's possible for me to do great things? Do I trust in God? Do I trust in myself? Do I trust in the people around me? So I have to say yes a little bit. It's like 50-50. It's 75-50. I trust in God because I really had to check his record over the last years. But the thing is do I believe that it could happen? Do I believe that because God said it'll happen? I could imagine King David as a shepherd. He was anointed as the king, but it took a long time to get there. And so I can imagine things, especially when Saul was out to get him. When Saul was out to get him and was going to have him executed, he went on the run, and I could just imagine the thought process of, aren't I supposed to be the king? And so, not that I'm being tormented like that, when you have to run for your life, but can good things happen to Clint? Can good things happen? Will they happen? And the answer is unequivocally yes. Yes. Is there some things I pray for or seek his kingdom and do his thing? Absolutely. Is there dreams that I want to live out? Absolutely. But the one thing that I have to remember is some things you got to work for. Some things you've got to be intentional to get done. If you want a promotion at work, you do all the right things. You do how you do, and you get promoted. So this thought, Proverbs 3:5-6. I'm reading out of the International Version. This is the question: trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not onto your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Trusting in the Lord with all your heart. This means complete, wholehearted reliance on God's character, promises, and power that are partial, rather than partial or divided trust. With all my heart, I have to seek him. I have to pursue him with all my heart. If I'm going to live in Christianity, if I'm going to be a believer, I have to put my trust in him through all things, good, bad, and ugly. And I think I'm getting better. I don't think I'm at 100%. I'm sorry. I think we can get in our own head. We can get in our own way. And I think that's where I am. I'm pretty sure, because as we were sitting quietly and just listening to God, he told me to enjoy him more. And I sometimes really think that I'm trying to trust him so much, or I'm trying to believe him so much, or I'm just living life so much, that even though I do my prayer time, I get in my secret place, I have my schedule, is that possible? Is that where I'm at? You know what I mean? Like power rather than partial and divided trust. You can't be 50-50, right? So I have to think of a new way to approach it. Maybe I'm making sense, maybe I'm not. But leaning not on your own understanding, this warns against relying solely on human logic, past experience, or personal limited perspectives, which can be flawed or misleading. And I was talking to Apostle Eddie this weekend, and he was talking about revelation into what God is saying, what he's where he's coming at. And I think it's what I'm hearing from God for me is that I'm really not there. Like I'm there, but like can it get really good? Can all the promises that I've heard, all of the promises that I know I've heard from God, not my wishes, but my promises from God, they can come true? And yes, the answer is unequivocally yes, right? I got married to the most ridiculously amazing woman, my best friend. I prayed specific, line by line, on who I wanted to marry, and God brought me Dr. Sandra. Yes, He can. Getting ordained this coming Sunday at Total Restoration Ministries as a pastor, and I know I've been called, and I had to go through the process. And Apostle Eddie has been a great spiritual father. He's been giving great wisdom. And Pastor Anthony, Total Restoration Ministries, he has truly discipled me into something amazing and great. You know what I mean? Like, it is like so cool that yes, he can. He told me I was going to pastor. He didn't tell me when, but it's coming to fruition this Sunday, right? This Sunday. It's coming. Thank you, Jesus. It's something I've worked for. It's something I prayed for. It's something I believed that He said would come to pass. It's not about a title. I can serve people. And there's other things I want to do for God. And I'm going to keep those quiet because some things, you got to be careful what you say out loud, because it's just kind of the system. It's kind of personal, intimate between me and God. It's things where I know I could get there. I know where I could go. If I'm making sense. But I need to trust God. But if I say it out loud, I might spoil my blessing. If that makes sense. I trust what God said to me. So I'm going to leave it with me. But there's great things. My son died last year. That wasn't in the process. Like, how did this happen? Why? Can't question him. But my own understanding is like, could you have? Would you have? My own understanding, it was to get him off drugs and let him be a productive member of society and do the things that he wanted to do, whether it be veterinarian. He talked about being a nurse. He talked about helping horses. And so those things were prayed into, whatever he wanted to do. If he wanted to dig ditches the rest of his life, but be alive and off drugs, that was good for me. That was the prayer, right? And he had to go home. He had to go home. Just would have been, I understand now. I didn't understand then that it would have been not good for him. He would probably, when you're without oxygen, and I know they took 26 minutes to work on him, but I know that after 7 to 14 minutes with no oxygen, your brain is probably fried, right? So my own understanding was make him better. My prayer was make him better, let him be, and he'll be a great member of society, and he'll be off drugs. But in reality, he probably would have been a vegetable, and all sorts of different scenarios there when you're without oxygen for so long. So I get it. And he was hurting. He'd been fighting this man since he was in high school, junior high, and up to 23. So it was over a 10-year battle for him. And I don't know why, but God does, right? And I know that his death is bringing me more public stance to where I want to talk about fighting fentanyl. I want to talk about. I just want to be closer to God. I want to be closer to the people I'm helping, and excuse me. I want to be closer to the people I serve. I want to be closer to my church. I want to be closer to my wife. That first and foremost, my wife. She's my first ministry. So I have to trust in the Lord that He's gonna provide the things I need so that I can provide the things for her, which is security, a home, financial security. But even then, just the all presence, all attention on her, providing that a man needs to do for his wife. And so it's one of those things that it's getting better, and I'm learning more, I'm understanding more. But the one key thing too that I have to do is I have to submit to Him in all my ways. This calls for inviting God into area of my life: finances, relationships, future plans, rather than just spiritual aspects. And we all wish to be a millionaire. We all wish to do, and you can have these things: relationships, great finances, future plans, vacationing, time away from the job, the grind, and then also in the physical sense, the home, getting a new house or getting a new car. Those things are all great, but they are never promised. They were never promised. But you give every aspect of your life, you give your finances to God with your tithing and your doing, and He will fill it above an overflow, right? He'll fill your cup with overflowing. And I trust that. I've seen evidence of that, right? I've seen the evidence of these good things. So why? It's very, very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. And He will make your path straight. The promise that God will guide you, direct you, and clear the way for those that surrender to their control to Him. That's a big one. That's a big one. Surrendering your control, and let Him guide you, and sitting and gather in that secret place, the revelation that Apostle Eddie was talking to me about, that what is God saying? How does it intertwine with my life, and how do I get it better, and how do I get that clear channel, that clear, not understanding, not battling, not having the confidence that David had to take a stone and shoot it at a giant. That's confidence. He could have died, right? He could have died, and he could have really, like, wow, what was he thinking, right? But I need that kind of confidence. Man, he's such an inspiration. King David, the shepherd, David, the giant slayer. Those two areas alone, you trust God that much to slay your giant? It's crazy. It's crazy good. It's crazy good. I'm just thrilled. I'm just, I'm hearing that and seeing that, and it out loud. It's so powerful. Man, you take a stone and put it in a slingshot, not a sharpened stone, sword, and no protection, because he couldn't wear the armor. He couldn't wear it. It's too heavy. He couldn't move. That's crazy, right? That's crazy good. that he trusted God so much, he didn't even have armor on. Let me tell you something. That's crazy good. Can I trust God like that? Yes, unequivocally, yes. That's an inspiration. King David is an inspiration. Boy, I just love that story. I love it, how he became from a shepherd to a king, overlooked. How do you do that? Spend a lot of time with God, out there looking at sheep. That's crazy. And what's kind of crazy is over the 3 years here, 3 years that I've been here in California, as kind of like I'm just a landscaper. I'm just out. I connected. I could connect with God, and I have some amazing men. When I'm married to Dr. Sandra, and if y'all know how powerful she is in the Word, let me tell you something. Every day I get closer and closer and closer to God. But am I living it? If I continue to seek his will, he'll put me on his path. He'll put me on the path I need to be on. And I need to be happy and joyful. And if anything doesn't else happen, the things I mentioned, marrying my wife, having a good steady income so I could provide. I have alternate means to make an income. I can provide. I've got my health. I'm back on my health journey. Ladies and gentlemen, when my mom died, it was a punch. Then I had cancer and a major surgery, another punch in the gut. And then my son died. Huge punch in the gut. I would say I lost my way because I continued to pray. I continued to seek God's face, and I continued for the healing that I know God intended for me to have and to hold, right? I did not, I can stand. That's one thing I could go to the Father and say, hey, I trusted you in this. But it's the first time in 50 years that I trusted God with that much faith. I trusted God. I just kept seeking him. I just kept going. I did not do it perfect. No, absolutely not. There were times where he said, hey, Peter, why you get back on the boat? Try it again. Hey, Clint, you're sinking. Get back on the boat and try it again. And so I gained some weight, lost my shape. True, there's truth bombs. But I said in January I was going to start again. 238 down to 224, right? Progress. Just keep going through the motions. Exercise. I'm devoting good God time with my exercise, good God time with my work, spending time alone with God in the morning and in the evening. And last night I came home and put on worship. I was just in the worship mood. No TV, no drama, just me and my wife. Just quiet down, let it sink in, and go worship. That's a form of trusting God. That's a form of getting your heart right. And thank God for her. I really thank God for her. She does bring me closer to Jesus every day. So the question that I had, as she had asked, was it was crazy. I have to have the faith. Could shoot a giant right in the forehead and kill him and cut off his head. I have to have the faith that with no armor and and I can trust him. That's the kind of faith I have to pray for. That's the kind of faith I need. I have to have the faith of a mustard seed. A childlike faith. See, a childlike faith. To prioritize God, his perspective. especially when situations are uncertain or do not make sense. And the Hebrew connotation implies that lying helpless, like a servant waiting for the master's command, indicate complete active dependence. We have to depend on him. He wants us to. That's giving up a lot, right? Depending on him instead of what ourselves. Believing that he has this ultimate plan and that we're in it. Every single one of us as a believer is in that plan. We all have a calling. We all have an opportunity to do something great for God, so his glory shines throughout the kingdom. But do we trust him? Unequivocally, yes. Unequivocally, yes. So I have to, like I tell my health clients, change the channel, change their perspective that God can and he will. Yes, he can. Even if I have to give my own self a pep rally right now. Yes, he can. Yes, he will. If I just remember Proverbs, I'm going to read it to everybody again. Trust the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. If I have to write it down and put it on a white card, that's why. I read it, trust it, believe it, live it. Your why. Live your why. Live your calling, your passion, your purpose. No matter what it is, if you're called to write a book to touch someone's life, if you're called to just work every day and be a workplace evangelist, do it with everything you got and trust that he will make your path straight. He will make all your problems seem minute. Change the channel. I love it, right? This is good time. Go over a couple more verses just for you to let some trust seek in. Some of them, Proverbs 37, 3-5 says, trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and befriend faithfulness. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Just desire to be with him. Enjoy him. Delight yourself in him. I heard that last night. Just enjoy me more. That's what God said. Just enjoy him more. It's not a hurry up and finish. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the God-provided moment, the God-provided time, the God-provided breath, the God-provided view, the God-provided life. Just enjoy him, not the material things, just enjoy him. God said, enjoy me. Nothing else matters. Enjoy God. It says Psalms 9:10, it says, and those who know your name put their trust in you, for you, O Lord, have not forsaken those who you seek. My wife says this all the time. When we're not seeking, when we're just feeling like it's all against us, all bearing, it's not working. But check God's record. Has he ever let you down? Unequivocally, the answer should be no. He's never let you down. He may not have given you everything you wanted in the want sense, but he has provided everything you've needed. And you're still here. You're still breathing. You still get to connect. You still get to believe in God and enjoy him. Change the channel. That's what I have to do. My wife, she saw it, and I prayed about it, and I saw this: trust in the Lord with all your heart. And God said, enjoy me. It's nothing about anything else. When I came into this earth, I came in with God. And when I leave with God, when I leave this earth, I'm going home with God. Eventually, everybody I know will be together again. But I'm coming, I just need to enjoy him. When I'm afraid, I put my trust in you. Just like David did. David was afraid, right? But he went on the run from Saul. He was pretty afraid. Himself. Get with God. He had to believe in himself. He had to take some things in. He went to God's refuge. It says, trust him at all times, O people, pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us, Salah. And that's Psalm 62:8. He's your refuge. He's your safe place. When the battles are coming, give them to God. When the problems are coming, give them to God. I hope you're getting something out of this today. I'm just, when the problems are coming, give them to God. I hope you're getting something out of this today. I'm learning as I'm talking to y'all. I'm seeing how I need to reflect my mind and change my channel. I need to hear the revelation of God, like Apostle Eddie said. Apostle Eddie told me that this weekend. Like, just seek revelation. And I'm married to the most wonderful woman in America. Sorry, y'all, but that's the truth. That's the truth. My wife ridiculously focuses in and hones in on what I need to think about with God, and what my perspective has to change. My ambiance has to change. I serve a great God who loves me, who needs you. Seek his face, enjoy him more. Seek his face, enjoy him more. Seek the revelation. Get quiet with God. Trust in him. Yes, he can. Yes, he will. And I just feel like I just preached to myself for a whole 30 minutes. Hey, it's really, really good to have you here. I'm so grateful for you all. I pray that you can enjoy him more. I pray that you do trust him more. I pray that whatever you're going through, you can lay it down at his feet. Just lay it down at his feet and trust in him. Everything changes. Just get with God. Give him some time. Hey, I just want to talk to you. We have an exciting 100 for 100 going on. They're trying to raise $10,000 to help more families, more females, more moms, more children. For this for Life Doing Total Restoration Ministries, Restore Her Place. We are just really, really humbled and honored to help these ladies. So we're going to play that link for you. Restoration Ministries, Restore Her Place, 100 for 100, raising $10,000 to help more families.
Thank you for watching Kingdom First TV, your station for Kingdom.